In the crypto space, the next big thing is always just around the corner. And as dedicated as I am, it's not always Illuvium. But in this case, it is Illuvium adjacent. So let's take a quick step to the right. And for those of you who might not know, let me introduce you to another one of my favorite projects, Ethlizards. Now, Ethlizards started as a fun group of degens congregating in the Illuvium Discord before moving into their own space that they affectionately call the Underground Lizard Lounge. Sounds very 1920s speakeasy. Feels like it too sometimes. This was a space where like-minded individuals could discuss and share projects that were high risk and high reward. Now, over the last year and a half, Ethlizards has evolved from being just a group of like-minded individuals into a GameFi investment DAO. The original goal was to be the premier GameFi and DeFi investment DAO at the forefront of Web3, gaining access to pre-seed and seed investment opportunities. But of course, they couldn't stop there. I mean, especially not when you have Kieran Warwick involved. When it comes to the Warwicks, honestly, go big or go home takes on a whole new meaning. So, what better way to one-up their plans than by dropping an entirely new, improved, and quite extensive white paper. Last week, in a massive 2.5-hour town hall, lizards everywhere were introduced not only to this new white paper proposal, but also to the new CEO of Ethlizards, Animositas. Now, for those who aren't familiar, Annie is a current Illuvium council member and has his own YouTube channel, Annie Knows. So, if you'd like to know more about what Annie knows, I'd jump over there and check things out. But back to the good stuff, and that is the Ethlizards white paper. Now, in its current form, it is just a proposal. Certain aspects are subject to change and currently being discussed within the Lizard Lounge governance channels at this moment. However, I have a feeling the main bones of this proposal will pass. So, what are the lizards getting up to now? Well, Ethlizards are aiming to be the preeminent project in Web3 gaming, partnering with top quality builders to bring in the first billion players to Web3 gaming. Quite a tall order, if you ask me. They're going to help to connect innovators, investors, gamers, influencers, and thinkers all across of Web3 gaming. But how are they going to do that? Well, very similar to Illuvium, it seems, at least when it comes to governance. They are proposing to center the project around 3 fundamental pillars: community, partnership, and portfolio. Similar to the new governance model suggested in the Illuvium server, these 3 lizard pillars will make up sub-DAOs within the Ethlizard governance, each with its own goals. Outside of this core structure, there's going to be lizard labs. While the 3 pillars will be used for identifying products, services, and solutions, it is lizard labs which will be in charge of developing and implementing them. This core team will be its own separate entity, pretty similar again to how Illuvium Labs is separate from Illuvium governance. Initial funding of Lizard Labs will be raised through pre-seed and seed funding rounds based on issuance of Lizcoin, which will have a max supply of 100 million tokens. Now, the pre-seed sale is expected to start quite soon, probably in not this month, then in April, and will be offered to existing advisors, strategic partners, as well as holders of Genesis and V2 Ethlizards. Now, even if you're a holder and you don't want to participate in the seed rounds, you should still keep an eye on your wallets. Current Ethlizard holders will be eligible for airdrops of Lizcoin in the future. Now, tokens, governance, this is all well and good, but what are they actually doing and why should I care? Well, instead of just focusing on investing in Web3 games, they're looking to create and launch their own mini-games, companion games, applications, and metagames. While they're not looking to become their own gaming studio, they are looking to partner with gaming studios and implement the Lizard IP across as many communities as possible. The first big partnership announced is, unsurprisingly, between Ethlizards and Illuvium. In an exclusive partnership with Illuvium, Ethlizards has secured the rights to develop and host tournaments for each wave of Illuvatars. They're calling it Battle in the Beyond. It'll be a platform for hosting one-on-one tournaments, draft-structured competitions, and a global leaderboard challenge for unboxing Illuvatars. Various options will be available for individual matchups with ETH, Lizcoin, and of course, bragging rights at stake. On top of this project, Ethlizards also announced the plan to develop a tower defense game called Reptile Rush, Lizards Legends, which is planned to be a trading card game, and Lizards Legacy, an interoperable metagame, which we have no details on as of yet. Now, that list on its own is fairly extensive, and that's just the games. Other products and services that will be outlined in their white paper include Elemental Lizard NFTs, which will provide access to the Ethlizard gaming ecosystem. The Lizard Shop, which will be a comprehensive hub for everything lizard related. The Lizard Lounge app, a game launcher and discovery platform, and much, much more. All of these plans are set to go in motion very quickly, and honestly, if anything gave me pause in this white paper, it's the roadmap. Now, just to be clear, I've lurked in the Lizard Lounge for almost a year now, and while I have faith the appointed team is motivated and dedicated to hit these goals, the overall timeline seems a bit ambitious to me. From this initial timeline, they would hope to have the seed rounds closed and the first season of Battle in the Beyond launched in Q2. The Lizcoin launched and an open Liz shop by Q3, and the first season of Lizard Legacy released in Q4 of this year. Now, obviously, I do not have access to the inner workings. I'm not sure how much of the legwork might have already been put into these projects, if any. They're sure to expand the team rather rapidly, I would assume, after the investment round, but there's still a lot to get done. So, I wish the team good luck, and I sincerely look forward to seeing what it can accomplish. If Ethlizards is a project that you'd like to stay in the know about, let me know your interest by hitting that subscribe button. Eager to learn more? Well, feel free to check out the white paper in its entirety. If you're looking for answers, don't hesitate to hit me up in the comments section or make your way over to the guest lobby in Ethlizards Discord. As always, links in the description below, and until next time, I'll see you on the flip side.